The day that you were born on is called your psychic number because it represents your mindset and how you think. If you were born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th, you have a psychic number 7. The psychic number 7 is known as the seeker. They spend their entire lives searching for knowledge that's going to give them spiritual fulfillment. And over time, they slowly develop a philosophy that can sustain them. These people are known to have very deep personalities. They tend to be emotional, highly religious. If they're not religious, they're going to be extremely spiritual. They're self-aware. They're very kind. They're very gentle. And they give off this sort of aristocratic or this diplomatic and sophisticated personality. They don't seem stuck up and like they feel like they're better than everybody else. It's just they have a very down-to-earth but classy vibe to them. Even though they may not care about their outfit whatsoever, it's all in their essence. And it's because these people, although are highly spiritual, highly idealistic, and they have very high morale, they're non-judgmental. They don't judge people based off of their situation or based off of their race or based off of their status or their popularity or what other people may say about them. So for example, if somebody is gossiping about somebody else to a 7, and a 7 has never met this person before, a 7 is not going to just believe this person. They have a very individualistic mind. They want to see for themselves. 7s don't blindly follow anything. These people want the truth. They are truth seekers. These people have a strong desire and a strong urge to get to the core of something. And so if a 7 is in a religion and that religion is not giving them that spiritual fulfillment that they crave so deeply, these people are going to want to understand more about their religion. And these people will end up mastering all aspects of their religion and still not finding that fulfillment that they're looking for. And so a lot of them will find themselves on some sort of spiritual journey where they're studying all the schools of thoughts in the world and all the different philosophies and all the different religions and all the different spiritual systems in hopes of finding that truth that's going to fulfill them. And so these people tend to have a very wide perspective and a very well-studied aspect and perception on the world and reality itself. These people also tend to be highly social. Even though they like being alone and they like their personal space, these people, they do like to socialize with others because 7s, like I said, they crave knowledge and information. And so they don't like small talk. A lot of times when they're having conversations with people, they're challenging their thoughts, challenging their belief system, and challenging how they see the world because 7s want to get to the bottom of things. Because that person each person that they come across may have a little piece of information that may bring them closer to what they're really, really, genuinely looking for. The 7 is the most unmotivated number, and this is the most depressing number as well. And this is because they have a strong desire for spiritual fulfillment through knowledge. And so a lot of these people, if what they were taught or if their current perspective on the world is not fulfilling to them, they're not going to be satisfied until they find the truth. And so because humans naturally have a fear of the unknown, if a 7's fear of the unknown stops them from investigating the truth and looking for the truth and finding the truth, a 7 is going to be miserable and depressed and unmotivated their entire lives. The only way a 7 is going to find fulfillment is by looking for the truth. Because if these people allow their fear to stop them from seeking the truth and erasing a lie that they were taught at an early age, these people are going to feel stuck and not going to be motivated to do anything. These people are not motivated by materialistic desires. Any career that they get involved with, it has to give them a lot of mental stimulation, and it has to bring them closer to finding fulfillment. And so these people, a lot of times people find themselves working for themselves. And the 7's ultimate purpose is to build a philosophy that can sustain them and then sharing that same philosophy with the rest of the world, sharing their ideas with the world and sharing their thoughts with the world and sharing their discoveries with the rest of the world. But a lot of times the truths that 7s become aware of are so different from everybody else that they may not have the confidence to express their ideas. And another thing is that 7s tend to be highly indecisive. And this is because as soon as they think something's the truth and they find something else, that thing will disprove the previous thing that they thought. And so 7s, they're never satisfied with what they know. They have to constantly learn more. But 7s need to understand that while they're contemplating, while they're investigating the world, they leave everybody else behind mentally. And they may know stuff that nobody knows. But they may think that, oh, I thought everybody knew that. And so usually the things that they're the most afraid of to share is stuff that's going to change the world at a very high level. And so these people need to have the confidence to express their ideas to everybody else, because they don't understand how intelligent that they are until they communicate with other people and they start realizing how dumb everybody else is and how more intelligent they are than everybody else. A lot of them are so self-aware and so in their mind that they don't understand how smart they are and how more smart they are than everybody else. These people make excellent actors, excellent scientists, excellent inventors, poets, writers, musicians, anything that has to do with contemplation and investigation and then presenting what they learned with the rest of the world. And so, in essence, these people have to teach the world what's inside of their mind or share the treasures of their mind with the rest of the world. And they can turn that into a career and monetize that. But if they do anything or pursue anything just for materialistic desires, for like maybe pleasure or for money, they're going to burn out because they're driven by a higher purpose or a spiritual purpose. Whatever it is that they do, they have to have a spiritual reason to why they're doing it. They have to feel guided to do that. And so a lot of them find themselves struggling with relationships too, because nowadays, most people are extremely superficial. And sevens see right through people. And so a seven needs to be with somebody that's going to give them spiritual fulfillment. They're not satisfied by just flesh or the physical stuff. Their partner has to give them emotional fulfillment. And a seven, another thing about them is that these people are extremely loyal and they're extremely devoted. And so a lot of these guys, it's better for them to get married later on in life, because like I would say after 25, to let people get all the hoeing and all the BS out of their system. Because at around 25 is when people start to slow down with the hoeing and slowing down with like the being superficial and being for the streets. As a seven, what you must realize and must understand is that your life is going to be extremely chaotic, because you're going to be constantly disproving everything that you believed. And so a lot of you guys are going to be very mentally unstable, because as soon as you believe something to be true, you end up finding something else that disproves that. And this makes you guys doubt everything. So try not to fall in that and understand that out of chaos comes order. So you're only going to find whatever it is you're looking for by allowing your mind to go through that contemplative and that chaotic investigative process where where you don't know where to go and you're just listening to your emotions, and you keep being fooled and you keep disproving everything that you believed before. But just understand that eventually you're gonna find whatever it is you're looking for, and once you find that, share that with the rest of the world. Don't just keep it to yourself. But some well-known psychic number 7s are Prince, the singer, Elijah Muhammad, Jackie Chan, Vladimir Putin, Megan Fox, Tupac Shakur, Madonna, Alicia Keys, Katy Perry, Will Smith, Walter Payton, Tay-K the rapper, Aretha Franklin, Al Pacino, and Isaac Newton. But if you like a more deeper analysis on the psychic number 7, or if you'd like to learn about the specific type of psychic number 7 that you have, or if you have a different psychic number that you like to learn about, or if you'd like to learn about your life path number, your name number, your soul number, your personality number, or if you'd like to learn how to see into your future by using the personal year vibration calculation, click link in my profile bio and read my book, Supreme Mathematics, A Complete Guide on Chaldean Numerology.